Hey, welcome back to the show. A few weeks back in an episode, I removed the locking nut from my Floyd Rose guitar and replaced it with the Graphtec unlock nut. And it's just been really impressive. We did it all in a nerd discussion and it was a fun video, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'll have links in the description. But anyway, in a follow-up video to that, just to really hone in on that tuning stability, I did say I'd be coming back with the Graphtec ratio tuners just to install on the guitar. And these are designed to be really smooth and precise. They've got the locking ability, and what's really cool is they've got their own gearing ratio designed for each string on the guitar. It's a design to compensate for the core thicknesses of each string, so that a 180 degree turn on each ferrule for each string is going to adjust that note by a semitone. The tuners are universal just to fit every single guitar out there on the market, and they come with the InvisoMatch adapter base plates that you also just fit, meaning that you don't need to modify the headstock of your guitar, drill holes or do anything of the kind. The adapter plates just fit onto the tuners, which then fit the exact holes in your guitar. Meant to be really simple, just off and go. On the web page, there's so much information that's really thorough with exact dimensions that you can just look up. Find the right tuners for your guitar. I've opted for the ratio tuners with staggered posts, just so that they're different length posts, and it's meant to eliminate the need for a string tree like some of the Fenders have. This Jackson doesn't have a string tree at all. And I've also chosen these in chrome just to really make the guitar look a little bit classier on that headstock. But we'll just go through and fit these, and we'll come back and see how they go. So far it makes perfect sense. Each of the tuners have their own number on it, just under the ratio right there. This is a number 6. It might be hard to read in that picture. And then to make the footprint the same as the Jackson, you've got the little adapter plate there. On the back face of the tuning peg, you've just got the 2 little locators there, and then they just pick up on the adapter plate, and then that should just look exactly just like the Jackson one. Righto, we're back. I've installed all the tuners. As you can see, they look awesome. They're really low profile in many different ways. We'll just go through, but as you can see, the back there, like the base plates just on there, I put them in black just so that they wouldn't really stand out, but the rest of them, they just look really cool. And the actual tuners here, they're really low profile, and they're also really low profile sticking up the top. The Jackson ones in comparison stuck about a 1/4 inch higher than these, so looking cool is a plus, but functionality is key. We'll just see how well they stay in tune, but right now I've tuned it up to E flat, and I just want to see if that 180 degree turn really just does adjust at a full semitone. It's not exactly 180 degrees, but they are very smooth, and they didn't feel wrong in any way when I was winding the strings on and tuning it up. One thing I noticed was they had very little backlash when you actually decreased the pitch of the guitar and just brought them in, but I've always been one where you back the string off a little bit further and bring it up. But they do feel really smooth and they come into pitch nicely. They seem really accurate to bring into pitch, and they've got a nice resistance, so I think they'd hold tune really well. Like, it does take a little bit of force to move them, like a little bit more than some tuners I've used, but to me that's a great thing because they're just going to lock the string that much better. But so the whammy's fully floating now, there's no block in the back. I'll do some dive bombs. This is a got a bridge. They're pretty stable. I've done tests with it in the past, but it really just comes down to the nut and the tuners now. See how that goes. Not bad. We'll see how it returns after a dive bomb. And after we pull it up, Those results are pretty good. Like, I think in a live sense, you could easily get away. They were pretty brutal dive bombs. I think if you were just using it light and fluttery, I think you'd get away with it nicely. But I guess in the name of science, we have to be thorough here. I don't think it'll ever get old, but I don't know, that's fun. Let's just see what happens now. That's impressive. I don't even think when you have a locking Floyd Rose on the nut there, it does any better when you're absolutely that brutal with it. But there you have it. The functionality's there. The tone is awesome. Everything about the unlocked nut mixed with these ratio tuners from GraphTech, I think it's a fantastic combination for any guitar. They just look stellar and everything's so good. But I guess there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this nerd discussion. There's the multi-geared ratio tuners from GraphTech, and they're unreal.